everyone!
Hey!
It is our official last day of our trip. We are here in Pittsburgh. This is final. This isn't the night before we leave somewhere. This is it.
There is no see you next time.
Well, I mean, there might be a next time when we do our individual traveling. Or
True.
if we take a trip together again.
Yeah.
But this is it for the grand old 6 weeks road trip.
Mm-hmm. So, we arrived in Pittsburgh on Sunday night. We drove from Buffalo, and it was kind of ironic because that was the day that the Bills were playing the Steelers. Bills knocked them out of the park.
Yeah, the Steelers, it was terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, so Sunday we just kind of chilled here. We're actually staying at our coworker Heidi's house. This is her dog, Huck. Here, Huck. Do you want to be featured in the video? Here. Come on, Huck. Come sit by Kate. Yay!
Yes, so we chatted with Heidi and we met Huck and we hung out and settled in on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Hi guys, we're driving back from Pittsburgh and we realized that we forgot to talk about what we did on Sunday because we didn't do nothing. We actually did stuff. Yeah, so when we drove into Pittsburgh, we actually made a stop at Jane's parents' Airbnb.
Yeah, so this past week was my sister's birthday, and also a couple weeks ago she got engaged, and so my parents wanted to come out to Pittsburgh for a long weekend and celebrate with her and her fiance. So yeah, they had us for dinner at their Airbnb. We just had fun hanging out with them for a little while.
We made some great puns, and we watched the Arthur music video for the song, the library card song. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. And it's a whole dance and everything, so we watched that. And we got to meet the fiance. It was like really, really fun.
But yeah, it was definitely my first time meeting him.
Yeah.
But live,
Well, I mean, I got to meet your sister and the fiance all in one go.
Yes.
So it was a really fun time. It was nice to have a home-cooked meal, or as Jane called it, an Airbnb cooked meal. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So that's all we have to add. I don't think we forgot anything else.
I think we're good.
Yeah, that's it.
So then,
We worked a full week this week.
yeah, on Monday.
All full
Don't
days.
worry. No, don't need to sneeze.
Alright, let's get you out of
Okay.
here. We worked a full work week this week, Monday through Friday, 8 hours. But yeah, so that's a given for every day this week.
So Monday after work, we drove over to downtown and we visited Point State Park, which is this cool state park with a fountain at the center of it that is kind of like on the peninsula right at the intersection of the Monongahela River and the Allegheny River, and they form the Ohio River.
That was it. That's all we did on Monday.
Well, yeah, after that we actually did walk around downtown a little bit. Got to peer into Heinz Hall from the outside and just looked at some other various things downtown.
Yeah, and then Tuesday we ended up taking the bus back downtown, and we went to the lower station to go on the Duquesne Incline, and then we were up at the top of Mount Washington, and we went to an observing deck, and we just enjoyed the views of the city at sunset again. You know us, we gotta get our good sunset views.
Good sunsets.
Yeah, and the city skylines at night, so we did that. So yeah, so then we took the bus back, and then we just kind of hung out and did some more housekeeping things.
So then on Wednesday we also worked a full day, and right after work I drove over to a nearby record store to meet up with one of my friends, Thomas, who is from Pittsburgh, and so we enjoyed looking for some records and CDs together.
What's up, everyone?
What's going on? We recently went to the Attic record store, picked up some records.
Oh yeah, we got
Oh,
the goods
oh, yeah.
and CDs.
Oh, yeah.
This is my friend Thomas.
What's going on?
From school, so another Pittsburgh connection. It's been a good time.
And then I came back here and I drove Kate over to
It was Federal Galley.
Federal
I
Galley,
have a friend here too. He's actually my boss's son, but he lives here in Pittsburgh. He's not from here, but he currently lives here. So I just randomly reached out and I was like, you want to catch up? So, and it's like 7 years since I've seen this guy, so it's been a long time, but we got drinks and Jane was courteous enough to drive me there because we didn't know how our plans would converge that night. So I had a really nice time. We just kind of talked about work and traveling and life, and it was a fun time. And then he gave me a driving tour of North Shore, so that was a nice perk.
And after I got back from dropping her off, I ordered some Thai food because it is so good. There's a little Thai restaurant called Smiling Banana Leaf just a couple minutes walk away here from Heidi's place. So that's always a treat.
Oh, you know what? We did get Thai food on Monday.
Yeah, we got Thai food on Monday too. Pad Thai's like my favorite food, so when in Rome.
Oh yeah, we went to the grocery store on Monday too.
Oh, that's right, we went to Trader Joe's. Kate has never been to a Trader Joe's.
That was my first time.
So I introduced her to it.
It was really cute. I liked the wall decor.
Yeah.
So on Thursday, so Heidi has a roommate and she wasn't here during the early part of the week. And so Thursday we actually had a co-working party and it was all 4 of us. And at one point during the day we were all sitting at the dining room table. So it was cute.
It was fun. Yeah.
And then at lunch, we decided to go meet up with Janice, who is a former coworker of ours who lives in Pittsburgh.
Just a couple minutes away.
Yeah. And that was really cool. We got Vietnamese food, and it was like the portions were humongous. We all had leftovers.
Yeah.
But it was so great. That was my first time meeting Janice in person, and she's so cool. I just have so much respect and admiration for her.
Yeah. Janice, if you're watching this, shout out to you.
You're so cool. Yeah.
And then Thursday evening, after work, we just kind of sat and talked with Heidi for a while. Had some good conversation. And then after that, Kate and I went to a nearby ice cream shop called Millie's. It's this cute little kind of retro 50s style ice cream shop. So I got cookie dough ice cream with cookie dough pieces on top, which is just the best combination.
Yeah, I got milk chocolate brownie, of course. You know, I can't go wrong with a classic favorite like that, so it was delicious, very creepy. Oh, and then later that evening, I was looking at part-time positions for DJing for events and weddings, so I put in an application.
Don't worry, she's still gonna work at her
I'm saying it's
current age of 5.
I feel like a little side gig. It could be a lot of fun. And then Friday night, which was yesterday, we went to a place called Muddy Waters. It's an oyster bar, but it also has non-oyster food, and it's like this New Orleans style Creole food. It was really good. I got gumbo, and Jane and Heidi both got burgers. And the funny thing is, though, they had live music. It was more jazz, and we were expecting it to be blues.
Yeah, because someone had recommended it to us and said, oh, they have blues on Fridays, and so I was like, wow, we missed hearing blues when we were in Boston at Wally's. We went on what was supposedly blues night and heard more jazz. So I was like, okay, this is our chance to hear blues.
Last opportunity.
And so we went, and then, surprise, it was more jazz.
They started playing, and I was like, this isn't. And it's so funny because during their set, Jane was like, do I just not know what blues is?
I was like, I don't hear a single 12-bar blues line, like, what's going on? But, like, no, I do know what blues is. I happen to enjoy blues music a lot, but I was like, is this some sort of interpretation of blues music that I'm not aware of? But
it was pretty standard jazz.
It was jazz.
But it was
like
still
elevator
fun.
Music. But yeah,
it was like bossa nova almost. Yeah.
But it was good music nonetheless. Not quite the same energy as Wally's, but
they had some backing tracks. It was a really small place too, so they didn't have much room to set up a full band. And then we came back and we were like, oh, let's crack open. Oh no, we went to Target. That's we were talking about matching pajama sets at the restaurant, and we were like, let's go to Target and see if we can get matching pajamas. We did not. Nothing's really sparked joy in any of us, although Jane did attempt to try on.
Well, okay. So I found this fun pair of matching cheetah print pajamas, and I was like, it'd be fun to, be a little bold. And so I grabbed them, and I walked a little ways to the dressing room, which was, of course, closed, because short staffing, and I feel like so many dressing rooms are closed right now. And so I was just like, well, let me see if I can try these on over my clothes. Just no shame. It was like 9:45 p.m. They closed at 10. And so I did, but then I was like, these aren't quite sparking enough joy for me to pay for them.
Not feeling it.
Maybe we'll find some cute matching pajamas online or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so after Target, then we came back and we were like, oh, we can crack open a bottle of wine and watch a movie. And then we all lost steam. So
I hopped in the shower with the intention of like coming back out after that to watch a movie, and when I came back out, I saw both Kate and Heidi just like passed out.
it was like 11:15.
Couch and air mattress. It was hilarious.
It had gotten kind of late at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we went to bed, and then
Saturday, today, we woke up and 9:30 we headed, Kate and I headed over to Oakland, which is where University of Pittsburgh, their campus is. Our first stop there was the Cathedral of Learning, lovingly called Cathy by many students. But it's just like this very tall, cathedral-esque kind of Gothic style building, but it's for the university. They have various study spaces, classrooms, but one of the distinguishing features of the Cathedral of Learning are these nationality rooms, as they call them. And essentially they're rooms that represent older styles of different countries. So, you know, like they had a Greek room, the French room.
But they also had heritage rooms, which were different than the nationality rooms in that they represented a people group. For example, the Korean heritage room represented more of the culture rather than the specific nation of North or South Korea. And there are actually 31 rooms, and all but 2 of them are working classrooms. So depending on what your schedule looks like, if you're a student there, you could have a class in one of those rooms. Another cool thing, the Massachusetts room was based off of
the early American room.
Yes.
That's what it was called. Yeah.
They had intended to do like a 13 colonies, and they had only gotten to Massachusetts, so. But that one is not open to the public and not used as a classroom, except you can go in when you're on a tour.
Yeah.
There's a secret room above the room because they lowered the ceiling to represent the architectural style, so we got to go to the secret room.
Yeah, and it was cool because when Kate and I were walking around before our tour, we just kind of appeared in that room, and I was like, oh, this just looks like it was in like the Salem witch trials. Like this looks like where some of the people would have been having these, like the trials going on, or
The accusations.
It was just very reminiscent of kind of some of the stuff we were seeing in Massachusetts, some of the historical stuff. And so then, funnily enough, when we went on the tour and the tour guide started talking about it, she was like, oh yeah, this is to represent a room from Massachusetts, late 1600s.
Yes. Literally based off of the Seven Gables house in Salem.
Yeah, and she talked about the secret room upstairs was supposed to be like a place where they might hide women if they were accused of witchcraft to, protect them from being executed.
After the Cathedral of Learning, that was like a 90-minute tour. We got to see a lot of the rooms, but not all of them because there were only 90 minutes. We finished up at the university area, and then we went to Warby Parker.
I needed to get my glasses adjusted because they were just loose in the back and they kept sliding down my face. So they are now adjusted, and I have to push them up way less. So.
Yeah, I need to get mine adjusted. I'll do that when I go home. Yeah, and then we came back here, and now we're telling you guys about it. Yeah, that's been our journey in Pittsburgh.
Well, thanks to all of you who have been watching our vlog since day one, back in early September when we were still amateurs in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this has been a really fun journey for us. In a way, it feels like it went by super fast, but also like thinking about some of the stuff we did back in Connecticut, like walk around Yale and go to Dinosaur State Park. Like it feels like
so
forever
long ago.
ago. And so yeah, this trip has been really cool. I think we'll both be sad to not be on the road anymore, but I think we'll both be ready to be in a place like home for a little bit longer. That'll be good. See some friends and family when we get back.
But overall, great time. I want to go back to all these places. There's things that we didn't have time for, or it just didn't fit in our schedule, that would have been cool to see and do, and so I'm like looking forward to the next time when I can maybe do a shorter term trip up to some of these cities and locations.
Yeah, and even though this is the last stint of our New England road trip, we're still intending to use this channel to share about our own personal travels, or like Kate said, if we go on another trip together, we would love to vlog it and post it on here too. So yeah, don't
go away.
Don't unsubscribe
Don't
from us just
unsubscribe.
because the trip's done. We'll try to keep posting content for you.
Yeah.
Not super regularly, but
Even mundane things like I'm going to the Renaissance Fair next week. That might
would
be
cool.
interesting to vlog about. So
Yeah.
stay tuned for more.
Thanks again for watching. We appreciate you, and
We'll see you guys at home.
until next time.
Bye.
Hi, Huckleberry. You comfy.
Do you like my socks?
Guys, it's a square root.
Another cairn.
Where's what you found? What did you find? What's in your hand? What did you find?
Here is my wallet.
Runners.
Was still going steady in the summer of '75 when they decided the marriage would be at the end of July. Everyone said that you're crazy. Brenda, you know that you're much too lazy, and that he could never afford to live that kind of life. Oh, but everywhere waving Brenda and Eddie goodbye. Oh.